This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1947, WGNS has been proud to bring you coverage of Rutherford County high school sports.
Lady Bulldogs are state champions in 2013.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships, and listen to this crowd.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime, in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB Award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball, and they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And a pleasant good evening here from Oakland High School, where tonight we'll have the battle between, it's the Battle of the Borough, again, part 2, between Riverdale and Oakland here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. I'm John Dinkins, along with Rod Edwards, and Brian Baird will be joining us a little later here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Rod, this is a game where winner goes home, and then the loser goes home. The winner's in the semifinal game, and they're going to get that game at home. So a lot at stake tonight in this one.
Everything's at stake. Your season, what you shot for, and if we begin the year, probably most people would have picked Oakland and Riverdale in this particular game, and probably picked Maryville be in the opposite bracket.
Well, one thing we can know, Oakland won the first battle, squeezed by really. A couple of mistakes by Riverdale got them the game, and some really dynamic plays in that one. Long runs, Tut was unreal, so was DJ Taylor, and I really expect kind of the same thing tonight.
Yes, and I hope we do have it, because that's an enjoyable game for everybody. I like to see everybody's athleticism really coming out in a big game like this, and so hopefully this is what we're in for.
Well, it's a little cooler tonight than it was in the Halloween game, but it's not as wet, that's for sure.
Right. And I think I would take the cooler over the wet.
Oh, yeah, any day of the week. When we return, it's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, this is Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard office. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715. Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door and hope you find the customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed Supply caters to all homeowners with a quarter acre to several acres, focusing on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
And yes, you can even get milk from the MTSU dairy at Las Casas Feed Supply, the best milk in town. Las Casas Feed on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Stop by and grab some Toots Buffalo Chicken Wings before your next sporting event. Call one of our locations today. Don't forget to add an order of fried dill pickles to your order. Our staff is ready to serve you at one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. The Original on Broad Street and Medical Center, Toots South on Highway 231, Toots West on Highway 96, or in Smyrna on Sam Ridley Parkway.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And the countdown to kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, continues. It's time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, where at Rick's Barbecue they have quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes as well. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. Well, Rod, a very limited schedule to talk about tonight. One big game, Stewart's Creek 11-1 at Ravenwood 12-0, and Stewart's Creek ranked 7th. So this is a big game for the Red Hawks.
Right. Congratulations to Stewart's Creek, the Red Hawks. First time probably been that high in far as the polls, and they're in the quarterfinals, first time ever.
Well, they've won 10 games in a row, Rod, and after earning the program's first playoff win 2 weeks ago, they followed it up with a 17-10 overtime victory over Brentwood in the second round. And that was a tremendous game. Caleb Floyd and Jeremy Smith combined for 148 rushing yards and 2 TDs in the win. And in my opinion, Floyd, they're going to have a great game from Floyd tonight against Ravenwood.
Yeah, that definitely he's got to take the bull by the horns. I know against Independence, they was like second half before they really started moving the ball. But you better be ready for Ravenwood. Very talented team, but their defense really played an outstanding job. Only gave Brentwood 202 yards in the game, held them to 10 points, and that's a good defensive game against a good offensive team.
There's a lot of weapons they've got to worry about with Ravenwood, though, however.
Right.
But to me, their defense, Stewart's Creek's defense, has been really their strong point this year. I mean, they've been consistent.
It's the one that's steady. They have it every night, and I mean, you only lose one game in a year. That's a sign that you have a really good defense.
Well, they got a running back called Maverick Chance. What a name for a running back. Rushed for 151 yards and 3 TDs and passed for 48 yards in last week's 45-13 win. He's a quarterback that, you said, I think you told me he was 6'5"?
Yes. Yeah, and I think he's only a junior.
And they've got 2 quarterbacks.
Right.
Yeah. So double your pleasure, double your fun, I guess. The winner will travel to either Houston or Collierville in next week's CA semifinals. All right. Now, Riverdale, this one at Oakland tonight. Riverdale 10-2, Oakland 11-1, and Oakland's only loss was to Ravenwood. And this renews the 6A state quarterfinals. They're the second consecutive season. And Oakland's ranked second, reached the semis last year with a 56-0 win over Riverdale, a squad that had beaten them and snapped several streaks in a regular Week 11 clash. So if you go by that philosophy, Oakland won the first game. Does Riverdale come back and remember that and play well and win this game?
Well, generally, if we just don't go by teams or anything, a team that are two teams that are equal, if one loses the first game, there's a good chance the other team is going to pull it out the next game. And that possibly can happen. There's just something about once you've lost and you're really disappointed, you really work hard, and sometimes kids tend to relax if they've already won. They think, well, we'll do it again.
Well, Morris had a great game against Mount Juliet, and they needed it because they were trailing 21-7, came back, outscoring the Bears 28-7, including a TD run by DeJuan Morris with 2:39 remaining. And he scored 4 rushing touchdowns on 228 yards and that 99-yard kickoff return. And that's one thing you have to worry about Oakland. They're so explosive at times.
That's the thing. Excuse me. Explosive. It's almost like lightning in a bottle. All of a sudden, there's you just somebody does not cover up. Somebody's a little late to their position, and they're gone. And
Blackman and Riverdale had a really great game for a half. Then Riverdale pulled away. I think Riverdale needs to stay away from slow starts in this game.
Yes. You can't depend on, well, we'll take care of it. And if they're holding out on anything, you better start from the beginning.
Well, the winner of this game will play host to the Maryville-Bearden winner in next week's 6A semifinals. I think you look at the two quarterbacks, Kyler Creasy for Oakland, who's been very consistent, does what he needs to do, and Malachi Tellin, same story. Mm-hmm. In fact, he really had an impressive second half in that game last week.
Yes, he did. And his receivers had an impressive night of catching very tight window-type catches, with hands on them and in their view, but they're able to concentrate and bring it in.
Well, that's a look at the two games that we have going on tonight, Stewart's Creek at Ravenwood and Riverdale at Oakland. It doesn't get much better than this tonight in both of those two games. The Rick's Barbecue Roundup continues. We're going to talk to the two coaches in this game tonight. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number with your insurance provider? At Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, Agent Rick Hall prides himself on offering personalized service that puts you first. Every client's needs are unique. From personal home and auto coverage to tailored business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, where you're more than just a policy number. You're a neighbor.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right installation. Roscoe Brown & Carrier offer comprehensive installation services that not only enhance your comfort, but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
At Budge Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
The countdown to kickoff continues here on News Radio WGNS, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. As we continue the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, a closer look at these games tonight. The 3 teams playing in 2 games in the quarterfinals. First, let's hear from Coach Ben Caudill of the Stewart's Creek Redhawks. His team has drawn Ravenwood, and he knows that'll be a challenge in their first ever quarterfinal game.
It's going to be an awesome night for us, and it don't matter who you're playing. You know, in round 3 of the playoffs, we drew Ravenwood. They are as advertised. They've got 2 quarterbacks that are both very worthy of playing, and Coach Hester's done a magnificent job of, highlighting the strengths of both of those guys. They've got a stud receiver, Hubbard, who's going the middle. They got a big O-lineman going the middle. They've got 2 DBs that are Division I guys. One's going to Auburn, one's going to SEMO, and they got guys that fly around. It is going to be a huge challenge, and it's going to be one that I know our guys and our coaches are going to be really excited about.
Now to the 59th meeting of the Battle of the Borough between Oakland and Riverdale. The Warriors lead the series overall 33-25. Oakland had a very long win streak from 2013 until it was snapped in 2023 with the victory by Riverdale at home last season to end the regular season and claim the region championship. But Oakland enacted its will in the quarterfinals last year, winning that one 56-0 en route to a state runner-up finish. Only 8 times have the 2 teams met in the playoffs, 5 of 8 in the quarterfinals. Oakland has won 4, Riverdale has won 3. First of all, let's hear from Oakland coach Kevin Creasy. 2 of the last 3 meetings have been very, very close, including this year's regular season 36-21 win.
That score was not indicative of how close the game was. Riverdale had the lead, had the momentum, really. Momentum's a funny thing in this game. They completely outplayed us for about 3.5 quarters. And like I said, we made a couple plays, but, give those guys credit. They came out with a chip on their shoulder. Last year in the playoffs, it was a tough loss for them. They've been chewing on that for a long time. Like I said, came out, played great against us, but as me and Coach Price, always kind of talk about, it's that second time you play that's most important, and I'm sure that's what he's telling his kids. Of course, that's what we're going to tell ours. Hard to beat somebody twice, so that's why it makes for an interesting matchup every time when it's round 3. Riverdale or Oakland, whoever it is, goes on the 4th round, they'll represent our county well, because 2 teams that are full of seniors that, definitely want to make some noise in the playoffs.
Now to Riverdale coach Will Kreisky. His team did lose the regular season, but they won the region championship last year. They've had very close games with Oakland and says it was anybody's game, this last one they played, until the final quarter.
Yeah, we're up 14 with 6 minutes to go, and then we lose by 15. So, that's one that I've beat myself up as a head coach. These kids will be prepared, and that's what's been tough about the last 2 weeks is because you didn't want the kids to look back to let's get another rematch and not focus on the opponent. And they did a good job. And for us to keep taking steps as a program, this is the 2nd year in a row we're in the quarterfinals, so I'm proud of these seniors. And we know what Oakland's done. We know the history of Oakland, and so we know that they can score on any play. We know who Craig Tudd is. He's a heck of a football player, he's the best player on their team right now, and he's playing really well on both sides of football. So we know we have to be able to contain him. We know Morris. We know all about Morris and how he got after us last year in the quarterfinals. We know about their offensive line and how physical they are up front on offense and defensive line, and what Coach Watson does with that defense. Coach Creasy, man, he does a great job calling that offense, and he's going to throw some wrinkles in at us, and he always does, and we have to be prepared and be all on the same page and communicate. And if we're not communicating defensively, one misalignment can cause a touchdown against them. And they're really good on special teams. Marcus Bryson for them does a phenomenal job of special teams. So we have to be prepared in all phases of the game.
So what's been the road to get here for these teams? For Stewart's Creek, they won their first ever playoff game in the first round over Independence and took overtime to win last week versus Brentwood. They're in the quarterfinals for the first time. The winner of Stewart's Creek Ravenwood will travel to either Houston or Collierville in the 6A semifinals. For the Riverdale Warriors, they beat Cookeville 35-14 in the first round of the playoffs, just to have to turn around and play Blackman. Close game at halftime, and Riverdale pulls out the second half and the victory 31-17 to play Oakland tonight, who had a first-round blowout of Lebanon 41-0. And last week, a squeaker with Mount Juliet, scoring late in the fourth quarter to take a 35-28 victory. Should be a fun one tonight here from Ray Hughes Stadium and Oakland High School. We invite you to stay tuned as we continue here on News Radio WGNS. Our coverage of the 59th meeting between Oakland and Riverdale tonight here at Oakland High School. It's all part of State Farm Prep football coverage in the playoffs, the quarterfinals. A semifinal appearance is on the line for one of these two teams, and Stewart's Creek playing for a spot in the semifinals as well. By the way, this is the 27th season that we'll have a team at least make it to the semifinals, if not better than that, and 30 of the last 31 years. Something very remarkable to know. We'll be right back as we continue the countdown to kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Many medications for our animals have to be compounded, and we offer that here at Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
Special for you, your loved ones, or for your pets.
Learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you for allowing us to be your local pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and only $3.99. So what are you waiting for? Try them now.
You heard him. We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stuff for it! Drive like the wind, Debbie. Enjoy delicious new Crazy Puffs on the go for just $3.99. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And we're back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Let's check on the Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the Rutherford Weather Center.
Thanks, John. A cool evening in store, partly cloudy skies. We'll see temperatures in the upper 40s around kickoff and really hovering in the 40s throughout the game. Breezy northwest winds early on will diminish fairly quickly, dropping down to around 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air experts since 1966, delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Currently 44 degrees at close to game time here. And Rod, last words here before we get ready, and we'll turn it over to Brian after the break. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Be anybody's game, and it's going to be a big play or mistakes. And again, don't forget the offensive and defensive lines. They're going to be a big part of this.
All right, we're about ready for one of the biggest games of the year. It's Riverdale and Oakland here from Oakland High School in the quarterfinal matchup. And, of course, we'll be following the Stewart's Creek Ravenwood game as well. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dave Kivanemi at Music World and Drummer's Den, 2762 South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We're across from Indian Hills Golf Course. Come out and see us for all of your music needs. We've got guitars, pianos, amps, drums, PA equipment, rentals, lessons, most anything you can think of in the music genre. Come see us at Music World and Drummer's Den on South Church. We're across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
The city of Murfreesboro is growing, and we need your help to prove it by participating in the special census. Murfreesboro Mayor Shane McFarland.
We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives.
It's fast and easy. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com.
Count me in.
Okay, count me in.
And count me in too.
Let's make sure every resident counts. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And let's take a look at tonight's keys to the game.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
And Rod, tonight is a game where we talked about Riverdale doesn't need to get off to a slow start. They need to establish, I think, time of possession is going to be huge tonight too. Yeah, as we have seen, turnovers have made a huge impact on a lot of these games tonight. So that's our keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance. And now Brian Barrett joins us here. Brian, good evening, and you've got players to watch.
Absolutely. Good night for high school football, and we're about ready to get this one underway.
Time now for your players to watch, brought to you by J.H.J. Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, and Winners Trophies.
Coin toss going on down there right now. We'll watch that for you. For Riverdale visiting Warriors tonight, Malachi Tellen will be your quarterback. He's passed for nearly 1,600 yards this year and has a 57% completion rate. DJ Taylor with 875 yards is the workhorse in the backfield. You'll see Caden Bailey as well as Dante Cameron. Wide receivers, and a lot of them. You got Kadarian Fletcher. He's the leading receiver, followed by Malik Hicks, very close behind. Cameron Booker, Xavier Watkins, Zayden Jones, Caden Bailey. And your kicker, Khalil Armand, really good kicker. 74% of his kickoffs have been touchbacks, by the way, this season. 38 of 39 on PATs. 9 of 17 field goals, 44 was his long. And for the Oakland Patriots, we do know that their backfield will be full strength tonight. Did get confirmation that T.T. Hill, Jamari Hill, will be able to play tonight. He's been sidelined with a wrist here of late. DeJuan Morris is the workhorse here for the Oakland Patriots, of course. Just last week, the Southern Cal commitment had all 5 of the Patriots' touchdowns in their win over Mount Juliet. 24 carries, 228 yards, 4 TDs, a kickoff return of 99 yards, and also had a couple of big receptions. He's got 588 yards on the season. He has been hampered by injuries this year as well. Craig Tutt has played in every game for the Patriots
and has 911 yards rushing. Kamani Bass, Avery Hainsworth, Chase Bandy, Matthew Moore, Will Millsap, Brian Smotherman, all could see touches tonight. Your wide receivers, Bass, Hill, Akale Brown, Braxton Griever, and Chase Bandy. Bandy, of course, very valuable asset on the defensive side of the ball. And special teams returner has returned a punt for a touchdown. Hill has 2 punt returns for TDs, and so does Morris, has 1. The kicker, Jose Hernandez, 36 of 38 on PATs, 2 of 3 on the field goals. And that is a look at your players to watch tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, as we tell you, Oakland won the toss and deferred to the second half. So that means they'll be kicking off to Riverdale here in just seconds. For Riverdale defensively, you'll hear names like Aiden Emmons, Jeremiah Weaver, Elijah Reams, Hudson Fuqua, JoJo Smith, Zarnicholas Morris, Anthony Gunn, Caleb Woods, J.C. Haynes, and others. For Oakland, leading tackler with 91 on the year, Caleb Ellison, Kyrie Gaynor, Ethan Burrell, Justin Barber, Cullen Williams, Craig Tutt, Chase Bandy, and Dre Oldham. The list goes on and on for them as well. So that is look at your players to watch here tonight. And, John, there's been a lot of hype for this game, and I guess, 8 times in the history between these two schools, 5 of them have been in the quarterfinals, so that means you've had a pretty good year.
Yeah, and I don't really know what to expect tonight. Riverdale had a lead late in that game, but Oakland took advantage of some turnovers and wound up winning at 36-21. But it was a dogfight, and I'm not sure that I could predict this game tonight.
Yeah, you can't go by the other games and that kind of thing. It's going to be who comes out with a strong start. Turnovers will obviously play a factor in this one here as well. We're about ready to go here. The team's on the field. Oakland is lining up for the kickoff. And you can hear the crowd. Pretty good crowd here tonight. Kind of came in a bit late. Oakland side is pretty much full. And here we go. Hernandez boots it as toe meets leather. We're underway here. Taken by the Warriors inside the 10. To the 20, to the 25, and out of bounds there is Caden Bailey. And it'll be 1st and 10 here. And we've got your J. Mullins Jewelry tip-off, or kickoff time, 7:02. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard, expert jewelry repair, custom jewelry design and manufacturing, and those reactor watches. Great gift ideas for the missus and for the mister as well at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's on West Northfield Boulevard here in Murfreesboro. First handoff is up the middle for Taylor to about the 31.5-yard line or so. Short gain. Give him 4 on that. It'll bring up, what a nice spot. It'll be about a 5-yard pickup up to the 32.5. Darden on the tackle. 2 wide right, 2 to the near side. Tellin looking right, now looking across the middle. Nobody there, and hit as he was in forward motion. The ball picked up, and they're going to say incomplete. Oakland brought some pressure eventually, but there was nobody downfield to pass to.
Well, the offensive line did a good job. He had more than an adequate amount of time to throw it, but you're right, he just couldn't get anybody open.
Brings up a 3rd down. Third down and about 5 from their own 37-yard line.
It's already a pivotal play, 3rd and 5.
Third play of the game. There had to be a substitution made due to an equipment. We have to go through that every game at the beginning.
Yeah, you would think they could do that before start, don't you?
I would think so. And there's Zayden Jones going to the sideline, and now he trots back out. Play clock's at 16 seconds. Near side receiver is Cameron Booker as well. One on the right side. And that's Chris Peters, unless there's someone in a different number. Play clock at 2, at 1, and they didn't get the play off, but a timeout Riverdale. Wow. 11:18 to play. We're just underway. No score, 3rd and 5 for Riverdale when we come back.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
3rd and 5 for the Warriors. Change the play too. Receiver at either side. It's DJ Taylor running right side. Has some room down the sideline. Is going to pick up the first down. He is out of bounds right around the 39, and it's enough for a first down Warriors.
Well, he about broke that one, didn't he?
Yep.
Similar to the game against Blackman. He had 2 or 3 of those that it looked like he was going to break it down the sidelines.
Ramsey on the tackle. Keeping a close eye as well on Ravenwood Stewart's Creek tonight. Here on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, just 2 games for you. And of course, this one underway here. 1st and 10, 2 near, or make that 3 receivers near side, 1 over to the right. Give is to Taylor again, weaves in and out of traffic across the 45. Going to be stood up. He did get forward progress to about the 46.5-yard line. And a nice 1st and 10 carry of 7. Williams on the tackle.
Riverdale offensive line doing a really good job. They're just taking it right to the middle on Oakland. That's really an advantage Riverdale if they can continue to do that.
2nd down and 3. New players coming in and out. Kadarian Fletcher, the leading wide receiver, statistically for the Warriors, is in. He's one of the 2 receivers near side. They've got a slot back over on the right end of that line, and they send Cameron Booker in motion. They fake to him and give to Taylor. Taylor, right side, first down and more. 50 to the 45. And in Oakland territory, finally taken out and wrestled out of bounds at the 44-yard line. DJ Taylor running at will, picked up 10 right now.
Well, he's like a man possessed, isn't he? Wow. Carried a couple of guys with him on that one.
Ramsey made the tackle, but he just refused to go down.
And Riverdale's using every bit of that play clock, aren't they? Wow.
They are. Maybe trying to shorten the game here.
Yep.
Oakland 11-1, Riverdale 10-2 on the season. The winner will be playing football in the semifinal game the day after Thanksgiving. You always want to be playing then, and somebody here will be. After the first down, here is Tellin. Fakes the handoff to Taylor, and he's in trouble. Rolled out of the pocket, now throws on the run, and a juggle, but Hicks came down with it at the 25.
Well, that was a great scramble there by Tellin, and I mean he looked like he was gone. A dead duck, but he was able to find Hicks, and Hicks could have maybe gotten more yardage, but he failed, but he did catch the ball, so that's a good thing for them.
Well, it hit him right in the breadbasket, John, and it popped up, and he was trying to control it there too. Was just able to control the football and get another big first down. It's at the 25-yard line. Riverdale moving right to left, backfield empty. Tellin the only one back there. Booker and Taylor are wideouts. 3 more to the right. And with 1 second, the play over the middle. Booker caught. Booker 15, 10, still on his feet. They stumble him down somewhere inside the 10. Looks like about the 7-yard line. And it's a 1st and goal for the Riverdale Warriors. 10-yard pickup, 18-yard pickup there. Gainer making the what now looks like a touchdown-saving tackle. They're in the John Day legal red zone. Seriously injured, call the law offices of John Day For a free consultation, johndaylegal.com.
That is definitely the game plan. They've snapped it 3 plays with just 1 second left on the play clock.
Tellin has Taylor on his left hip. 1st and goal from the 7 for the Warriors on the opening drive. It's Taylor up the middle, gets to the 5. That's where they're going to bring him down. A 2-yard pickup, 2nd and goal now. Just underway here in this one. Stewart's Creek is playing at Ravenwood tonight. Just looking at some scores out of East Tennessee. We're very interested in that Maryville Bearden game. Should be getting close to halftime there. I saw it flash through a second ago. I'll have to look for it, but Bearden was hanging with them just a moment ago. 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Tellin, back to pass, lofts it left side, corner of the end zone, incomplete, and there is no penalty on the play. A little pushing and shoving intended for Fletcher there. Kind of floated one in the corner, but John, he was double covered.
I think, too, the pass was a little high and over his head a little bit. I don't think they thought that was catchable anyway. They did have good covers that time, and Tellin really did the wise thing and just threw it to the side where nobody could get it if his man couldn't get it.
It's 28-10, Maryville leading Bearden with 3:11 to play in the half. Bearden had the first quarter lead in that one. It's 3rd, pardon me, 3rd and goal from the 5. Patriot fans are loud here. DJ Taylor on the right hip of Tellin, and Riverdale is going to have to burn another timeout. 7:29 to play. Riverdale threatening on State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
So that was not a timeout. Delay of game, and now 3rd and goal from the 10. Tellin, pump, in the end zone, caught! It's Fletcher for the TD. Kadarian Fletcher, his 5th touchdown of the season, and the Warriors strike first here on the road at Ray Hughes Stadium.
Great pass. I mean, that was just perfect timing, and got the open route, just did a little slant in the middle, touchdown.
Toots touchdown, and the Warriors find themselves on top here early in this football game. And it's Khalil Armand for point. He's 38 of 39 on the season. Boy, this is a low wobbling squibber, but he gets it across. And your score, 7:25 to play in the first quarter. Oakland coming up to bat next on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Hi, this is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. We have all the items needed to spoil your pet, toys, food, treats, and more. Whether you're a new pet parent or a very experienced one, you'll find the items and help you need here at Animal City. We are proud and thankful to be celebrating our 33rd year in the Murfreesboro community. That's Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street, right here in Murfreesboro. Please check out our Facebook page.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust. Also, good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane, near Medical Center Parkway. That's State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. It's 7-0 Ravenwood over Stewart's Creek on our Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. That's early.
Very early. 7-0 here. Riverdale takes the opening drive, and John, you mentioned it during the timeout. Boy, they ate up a lot of clock.
They about 7-8 minutes of it, and that's what you've got to do to beat Oakland.
Keep the ball out of their hands. Ball takes a bounce right in front of the returner. 10, 20, 30. It's Morris to the 35. Boy, that got him out of a deep hole. DeJuan Morris with a huge return.
Well, they had 99-yard one last week, and tonight that was about 40 yards. They're going to have the ball at the 33-yard line, and we'll see how Oakland answers this now, as Riverdale really had their way offensively on that last series.
You know, Oakland had to play from behind the entire game last week, really, against Mount Juliet, so, you know, there's no panic in their veins, if you will. Creasy under center. And the give is to Kamani Bass. Bass around the left corner. He's got 10 yards, and he is going to be down at the 46 or so. And I think I saw a flag over there. I don't know for sure. Maybe not. That's going to be a 13-yard run. And it is a first bank first down for the Oakland Patriots. Reams on the takedown.
A little surprise there. They ran it to the outside with Bass, who doesn't get a lot of touches during the game. We got the first touch of this one tonight. First down.
Two receivers to the near side. I backfield, offset I. Trying to plow the road for Morris. Forward into Riverdale territory at the 49 for a 3-yard pickup. It is second down and 7. John Oakland showing some interesting kind of plays here.
Yeah, a little variation.
Yeah. Woods on the tackle for Riverdale.
Well, I can almost guarantee you it's not going to be a 7-0 final.
No. That's for sure. Slot back on the left, blocking for Morris. Morris waits on that block, sneaks through, 45-40, 35-30. He's gone. He's gone, friends. He has taken it to the house. It's a 49-yard touchdown. Patriots! What an answer.
Well, he worked off 2 blocks, and then he got they missed a tackle at about the 40 or the 35-yard line. Then it was all she wrote after that.
Opposite of the Riverdale drive, that one takes 1:23. 6 minutes exactly on the clock here after the Toots touchdown. Don't forget, Toots, good place to warm up, get some of those spicy wings. Try them shaken in the Cajun seasoning and dip into whatever you like. That would be good stuff. Toots, good food and fun. The extra point up and good by Frierson. And we're tied at 7, 6 minutes to go in the first on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Hey there, it's Brian. I wanted to share one of the reasons why I love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They really show up for their customers. I see it firsthand, and I know you'll see and feel the difference. I know I can count on real, personalized service. When I've got a question, I don't get passed off to a machine. I get a real person who's ready to help. They always show up for me, and I know they will for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight is brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. It's 7-7, 6 minutes to go in the first.
A 1 minute and 25-second drive for Oakland. And here's the kickoff. It's a low screamer. It hits off of the foot of the Riverdale returner, picked up over there though, and then a head-on collision at the 24-yard line. And on that return was Caden Bailey, who took quite a lick at the end of that, but he keeps on ticking.
And he was fortunate that the ball didn't go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line when he actually touched the ball.
Very much so.
First time.
Gaynor on that huge, thunderous tackle. Of course, Gaynor, 56 tackles on the season, 4 interceptions. He's had 2 fumble recoveries and has blocked 2 kicks. Just ask Blackman about that one. That's the one that saved the game versus Blackman earlier in the season.
Well, it's important for Riverdale to move the football, at least get it to midfield.
Tellin, quick pass over here to Hicks near side, and he's dropped. Maybe given back to the line of scrimmage, looks like. No, he's going to lose a couple. And that's a 2-yard loss there. Cullen Williams on that tackle. Got 52 on the season, an interception, and 2 block kicks as well. So second and it looks like 11, but a little more than 11. 7-0 Ravenwood over Stewart's Creek. On second down, Riverdale wide side is the far side. Ball nearest the left hash to Taylor. Taylor trying that right corner. Does sneak through and gets a nice gain. They're going to mark him out of bounds. Maybe. No, they're going to give him to the 29-yard line. So got the yards back they lost. Picks up 5. Tutt forced him out. And it's going to be 3rd and 11 from where the ball went out. What?
Oh, they've only gave him 3 yards on that, I think. No, he did give him.
There's the flag.
6. Yeah.
That's what it is. I didn't see it. Here's the flag. Five-yard face mask penalty on the Oakland defense. So that is going to give the Warriors an automatic first down by penalty.
Well, that's certainly a help for them.
It is not a personal foul face mask penalty, a 15-yarder. But it is 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Warriors. And here's Taylor running right up off left guard and to the 41-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short after that about 7-yard pickup. And another tackle for Craig Tutt. He's got 50 tackles, an interception, and 2 forced fumbles this year, John.
Rod and I have talked about this several times in the last few games. Usually Taylor is not used that as frequently as he's being used tonight. And he's being used, he's very effective right now, getting some big yards.
Tellin with the aforementioned Taylor on his right hip, and the give is to Taylor. He's going to get it to about the 45-yard line, and that is going to be a yard past the marker, and a 3-yard pickup gives them a first bank first down.
What I love about Taylor is the way he waits and looks for that. He's kind of like Dwan Morris, because he does the same thing. He kind of looks for the hole, he kind of does a little stutter, and then he goes. Really follows his blocking well.
Norfolk on the tackle on the previous play.
Riverdale with already 6 first downs in this first quarter.
7-7 is your score. Riverdale took 1:25 to score. Oakland did. On the previous opening drive, Riverdale took 6 or 7 minutes at least. And right now, taking the play clock all the way down. And now a flag. Pre-snap flag thrown here. And this is against the Warriors.
I almost think if Oakland hadn't pointed, they weren't going to throw that flag.
And that'll cost the Warriors 5 yards. And now it's 1st and 15. Certainly don't want to dig yourself holes here.
No, but they have done a good job at least getting it out a little bit if they don't make the first down and they have to punt it away.
Twin receivers for Tellin. He is under a lot of pressure, hit as he throws it, but it is going to be caught by Booker. We'll see where he's forced out of bounds. It's going to be at the Oakland 46-yard line, so a yard short, so picked up 14.
That was great by Tellin. Did you see how long he stayed in the pocket there?
Yes, he did.
I mean, it was just, and he knew he heard somebody coming.
That was
just
Ethan
got
Burrell.
It off.
Ethan Burrell was thundering through there and really got his arm around him, but couldn't pull him down in time.
Got the wrong arm, didn't he?
Yeah. Justin Barber has to come out. 2nd and 1 from the Oakland 46 for the Warriors. The give is to Taylor. Taylor gets that yard easily and takes it to about the 43. We'll see where they officially spot it, but looks like about a 3-yard pickup for him there. And it is first down for the Warriors. A customer-driven bank. And First Bank, they've got Murfreesboro, Smyrna covered, and about 80 across the state of Tennessee. First Bank. Dre Oldham on the tackle. Dre has 9.5 tackles for loss on the season to lead Oakland's defense. Trying to draw up one here. Tellin to pass, pump fake, in trouble, and the pocket collapses, and he's going to be taken down. That'll go down as a sack. He lost a yard, I think. Back to the 44.
I think he had somebody open for a second, but it was just for a second. Then he had to drop it down and run for it.
There were several Oakland Patriots in there on the tackle, led by Allen.
Oakland really needs to put a little more heat on Tellin. He's got a lot of time to throw. That time he didn't.
Taurus Allen has 3.5 tackles for loss this year. And Tellin keeps, calls his own number, and is going to be down at the 39-yard line. So a 4-yard pickup on second down to bring up third and about 6.
That was a nice play. That was a nice call there because every part of that Oakland defense went toward Taylor. And he just kept it and ran, almost like a little draw.
So third down and 6. 7-7 ball game, 1:38 left here in the first quarter. And they send Hicks in motion. He's going to line up as a receiver on the far side. So 3 to the right, either side of the hashes and at the numbers. Ball closest to the left hash for Tellin. Tellin zips it too high and incomplete, intended for Kadarian Fletcher. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly was open there.
Just kind of got a little too much air under that one.
They don't show any indication they're going to punt here.
Well, it's 4th and 6 at the Oakland 39. They do have the offense out there as Tellin is going to send, now Taylor on the left hip. 2 receivers either side. Now he moves back to the right hip. Play clock at 8. Snap. Tellin keeps. Tellin up the middle. Plenty of room. 35-40 and slides inside the 30-yard line. And boy, that was a sneaky play. And that goes for 12 yards. And a First Bank first down for the Warriors.
Well, if you're Riverdale, that's just what the doctor ordered. And that looked like a design play. That didn't look like there was going to be any kind of pass there. But he knew they were going to be coming after him, and he just went right straight up the middle.
3 wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. And Tellin back to pass again. Looking near side this time. And caught in stride is Cameron Brooks. Touchdown. A 28-yard pass and catch. It's Booker's 3rd TD of the season.
Well, Booker's having quite a night, and so is Malachi Tellin. Another touchdown pass, and that was a strike to Booker.
That's another Toots touchdown there. Was that first touchdown also Booker?
No, that was Fletcher.
That was Fletcher. So the 2 leading receivers having themselves a first quarter so far. Here's Armand for point after the Toots touchdown. It is up, and it is good, plenty good. So with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter, Riverdale regains the lead, up 14-7 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Yeah. Our game tonight brought to you by Bullen's Body Shop from Dings and Dents, and we've got enough of those in the press box tonight. To full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Well, Oakland will get the football back. They've only had it on offense a minute, 25 seconds. Trailed by 7. Here's the Armand kick. Taken by the Patriots. 10, 20, it's Morris. 30, Morris still on his feet. 35, and going to be stopped shy of the 40-yard line. Looks like around the 38-yard line with 31 and a half seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, it looks like Morris is back. I mean,
does.
health-wise. And it took about 5 Warriors to grab him and get him down.
Fuqua was the one who finally made the tackle. So Oakland has it 1st and 10. It was Morris with the touchdown to tie it up. Riverdale scored the first TD. Here's a pitch back to Craig Tutt. Tutt 40, outside 45 to the 50, to the 45, and a flag at the end of that play. And they're pointing toward Riverdale, but we'll see.
Well, it's an 18-yard run if indeed it holds up here.
The officials talking about it here. They are not moving back at all at this point.
How would you like to have Morris and Tutt in your backfield?
Wow. We haven't seen Hill yet. Personal foul against Riverdale. Personal foul penalty on the end of that. So that's like a 33-yard play.
Yes.
Puts the ball at the 27-yard line. 2 plays in less than 20 seconds. And they have it 1st and 10 at the Riverdale 27-yard line. Creasy has 2 backs, 1 to either side. Give is to Morris. Morris weaving in and out of traffic in the John Day Legal red zone down to the 18-yard line. And a pickup of 9. That looks like it's going to be the final play here of the quarter, and it will be. So we'll swap sides of the field. Second quarter coming up. Riverdale leads 14-7 in the Battle of the Borough playoff style on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1940, Roscoe Brown has not just been about keeping your home at the perfect temperature. We're about ensuring peace of mind with reliable, expert maintenance that keeps your system running smoothly year-round. Why wait for a breakdown when our preventative maintenance can save you time and money? With Roscoe Brown and Carrier, you get more than just a service. You get a commitment to excellence. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier and never worry about your HVAC system again. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, Mills Family Pharmacy, and good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. We've got an update from Brian on the Ravenwood game.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Ravenwood Raptors have now taken a 14-0 lead over Stewart's Creek in that one, in their quarterfinal game. Second down here for Oakland. The give to Morris as they move right to left. Morris dives forward to about the 14 where the knee was down, and that is an Oakland First Bank first down as they operate in the John Day Legal red zone. Bicycle helmet giveaways, safe ride home program. Well, that's just a few of the ways the law offices of John Day are involved in the community. JohnDayLegal.com. Ball at the 14. New set of downs here for the Patriots. They trail 14-7. They've had the ball about 3 minutes on offense. Morris bounces it outside. He could be gone. Corner of the end zone. Does he make it in? Yes! Touchdown, Pats! DeJuan Morris on a big, big run to get the TD.
Well, broke it to the outside, and that was all she wrote. 14-yard run, and just going down to the corner of the end zone for the score.
DeJuan Morris on fire. That is touchdown number 2 on the night for him. And after the Toots touchdown for point, it's Jose Hernandez for the Oakland Patriots. This kick is up and it sails across. He was 36 of 38 coming into this game on PATs. Extra point good, tied at 14. 11-19 to play in the first half. State Farm Prep Sports.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
Toots. Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and boy, we've got a new menu item that you need to come and try, and it's the Toots Patty Melt. We have our own ground beef, grill them, put them on buttered Lewis Bakery toast with melted cheese and onions. It's unbelievable. Please come to Toots and try our new Patty Melt. You're gonna just love it.
It's the American way.
So swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations for some good food and fun.
Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by IDIS Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School.
For those who may be listening, streaming, you've got Big GTV where you can listen to the game. Can't do any video, but you can see the score of the other game too, and this one, of course. Here is Hernandez to kick off, and this one is going to bounce out of bounds. So do we re-kick, or is it at the 35? That's what we'll see. The Raptors have scored again. They lead 21-0 with about 10.5 minutes left in the first half. So 5-yard penalty, and then they'll re-kick here.
Stewart's Creek's got to stop the bleeding there.
Yep. Too much Raptors so far in that one.
Well, this game's had about everything you want. Passing, good running, good kickoff returns. I mean, it's really – I think it's going to boil down to a turnover or whoever's defense can hold them a 1 or 2 series. So far, that hasn't happened.
Well, here we go to kick it off again. Hernandez from the 35 this time. Boots it. Going to be taken by Riverdale at the 24-yard line. This is Fletcher. Fletcher with some room left side, and he's going to be wrestled down just across the 35, around the 37-yard line. It's a pretty good field position for the Warriors as Bandy made the tackle there.
Yeah, he did a good job of fielding that kick and then went to the sidelines there and picked up a really good return.
So Riverdale, who has had a different strategy than Oakland, they had the ball twice in the first quarter, John, scored both times, but time of possession, Oakland only had the ball about 2 minutes of the 12.
And if that trend continues, that's going to be interesting if that trend continues.
1st and 10. Tellin zips it across the top, and Hicks is absolutely clobbered by Craig Tutt. I mean, Tutt lowered the boom. Wowee.
He did hold on to the football, though.
He did. I don't know how. Picked up 6. It wasn't an earthquake. It was just a play. If you felt it somewhere over in the Rockvale area.
probably saying, don't throw it to me over there again for a while.
You're kind of vulnerable right there across the middle, in the air, jumping for it. Tellin to Taylor. Taylor running off the left side of that line and wrestled down at the 49. That should be just enough, and it is, for a first bank first down for the Warriors.
The key to Riverdale's success here so far in the first half, though, has been DJ Taylor. He is they're creating holes for him, and he's picking up 4 or 5 yards at a clip, which makes it so much easier on your quarterback.
First bank first down. 1st and 10, Tellin back to pass. They bring the pressure, and he had to get rid of it quick. Backfield was empty that time, John. Oakland saw that, and they brought like 3 guys.
Well, I think, though, they were running a screen. I think it was the play they wanted. It just the pass wasn't a good one. And they kind of wanted them to come in there, and he flipped it out there, but it just didn't work.
2nd and 10.
I think it was intended for DJ back there.
Maryville leads Bearden at halftime, 28-17. They're playing Bearden.
Oh, they've made a little comeback, Bearden fans, haven't they?
They led the first quarter. Here's Tellin back to pass. Has time. Oh, it's dropped. Well, I think Taylor saw daylight. I think that's DJ. It is. Could not come up with it. Incomplete pass makes it 3rd and 10. Well, this is a really big play in this game. John Oakland's defense hasn't been able to stop Riverdale to this point.
Yeah, and if DJ holds on to that ball, he's going to get about 6 out of that play. It makes it a much easier opportunity.
3rd and 10, and Taylor on the left hip as they move left to right. Tellin, Riverdale pointing. There's no flag. 9 seconds. Oakland shifts around on defense. With 3, with 2 on the play clock and 1 second, here's Tellin. Back to pass, zips it downfield, but it is going to be a short pass completed to Cameron Booker, and it brings up a 4th down. And John, this is just into Oakland territory.
Yeah.
Does Riverdale gamble?
It looks like they're going to go again.
On 4th and 6.
Maybe not.
They do make the change and bring out the kick team here.
I really think that's wise. The way Oakland's been moving the football, probably a wise thing.
So on 4th down, the first stop of the night of either team. And it's Weaver to punt. Oakland back at around the 10. That's actually Armand punting. It's going to take a bounce, and it is going to take a Riverdale bounce. Be down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line.
That's exactly what Riverdale wanted right there.
Kamani Bass was back there, but no chance to return. 9 minutes to go, first half of play, and we're tied at 14 apiece. Ravenwood leading 21-0 over Stewart's Creek on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. That's all we have for you in terms of scores tonight, football-wise at least. High school basketball started this week. Really cranking up hot and heavy. Got holiday tournaments and all kinds of things. 1st and 10 for Oakland. They start at the 9-yard line. Going to work from under center is Creasy. The pitch finds Morris, and Morris carries everybody to about the 15-yard line, so picks up 6 and brings up a 2nd down. John Morris on the season is averaging 6.7 yards per carry. I mean, you give it to him twice and you got a first down.
Right.
Hollins on the tackle there. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 15, near side. Coming out here is Chase Bandy, the leading receiver. Another joins him, so 2 near side receivers. It's Morris. Morris waiting on a hole to open that did not. He's going to get to the 11. So he's going to lose. No, he gets a yard.
Well, that's a moral victory for Riverdale right there.
Yeah. 3rd and 4. Tried to go right up the middle, John, and it was just not open. They've had some success tonight trying to run up the middle when they've had a blocking back in there.
Well, you remember the last time they played, they really kept Morris down, trying to run it inside.
Two slot backs here near side, but it's Bass in motion from left to right, and he is going to be taken down for a huge loss. Back to the 14-yard line. And on 4th and 6, deep in their own territory here, 4th and 5, let's call it. No, it is 6. And it was Crisp on the tackle.
Well, Riverdale's going to get the ball in great field position.
And the punt. Oakland gets it away. And it takes a bit of an Oakland bounce. We're going to be down at about the 37. So, as John said, Riverdale is going to get great field position here.
Isn't it amazing, though, in this game, nobody can stop anybody until these last two series.
Yeah.
It's a weird game.
See if that continues here. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Been surprised at how quiet this crowd is tonight. I mean, there's a few cheering, but you can hear the bells, of course. Always need a little more cowbell. 1st and 10 at the 36, Tellin. It's Taylor who gets the handoff, and Taylor trying to run up the middle and just keeps the legs churning and finally is gang tackled at the 33-yard line. That's a hard 3 yards, but, John, he was hit just past the line of scrimmage, so good work there.
Yeah, great effort there by Taylor, who's running well, 11 carries, 57 yards.
Ethan Burrell on the tackle. 14-14 your score here in this one with 6:55 to play in the first half. Riverdale at the 33-yard line of Oakland. Here's Taylor coming from left to right, finds some room, turns it up to the 25 now. Well, just shy of the 25. And that is enough for a first down by about a half a yard. Sanders making the tackle eventually of Taylor. Well, we've seen some great runs in this game for both teams. Taylor and Morris are putting on a show here for us. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line for the Warriors. Taylor on the right hip of Malachi Tellin. It's Fletcher, the near side receiver, but it's another run by Taylor. Taylor weaving in and out, down at the 20-yard line, so a 6-yard pickup for him there.
Did you see that hole that opened up for him on that left side, that left tackle?
Ellison on the tackle, and they get here into the John Day Legal Red Zone, helping injured people for more than 30 years. That's John Day, johndaylegal.com. Riverdale subbing on offense here. Booker books it over here to the near side. They're moving left to right again. So 2 receivers this way. Fletcher along with Booker. Blocking back or split back on the left, which is where this play is going for DJ Taylor. Trying to get the angle. Bounces off of another guy and is going to just be knocked out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field right around where he broke free.
Probably going to be on Riverdale. We'll see.
I would think, just the way he kind of shot out of there after what may have been a hold.
Oakland's reacting like it's not, though.
They are, aren't they?
But I think they're trying to figure out whether they're going to. I don't know. There's a conversation going on down there.
Well, the official picked up the flag and then threw it down again, which is weird. Now the White Hat's going to come and make sure everybody knows what's happening. And they are going to mark this off against the Warriors.
Must have been a hold.
It was a hold.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back. I was going to say it was either one of those two, and I just went with hold. But, again, that's probably what freed Taylor up to almost run it in.
Well, and the thing about it, he had the first down. I mean, really.
So it's now 2nd and 8 with the penalty.
Blocking the back is never good, and there's no use in it. I mean, this.
One receiver near side, split back over here on this right side as well. Tellin passes complete to Hicks, and Hicks taken down at the 19. Picks up 5, and it brings up a third down. Kyrie Gaynor making the tackle.
Told him a little different look there.
Must be another flag here. And it is going to be against the Warriors, I think. Back-to-back penalties on second down. A legal formation against the Warriors. So that is a 5-yard penalty from where it was 2nd and 8. So it should be 2nd and 13 now. John, Riverdale's going the wrong way here, the 29 now.
Yeah, they certainly are.
They had it inside the 20. But that's when the block in the back, and now this penalty here costing them 5 yards. 2nd down and 13. Play clock at 5. At 4, at 2 now, and Tellin fakes and then didn't fake off the Oakland defense. They take him down right there at the 29-yard line. Lost about a half a yard though, and it was Mr. Sanders.
Well, he read that well. He kind of went off of his block and was able to catch up with him as Tellin was going around that left side.
Kamarian Sanders' 6th tackle for loss this year. 3rd and 13, and this Oakland crowd in it now. Tellin looks right side, flushed out of the pocket, is on the run, and now stops. He's going to be spun down, throws it at the last second for an incomplete pass.
I don't know if Tellin saw him, but Taylor was open in the middle there for just a brief second. Didn't see him, and it's going to be a kicking situation. I think Armand's going to go for it here.
That does appear to be the case.
It's going to be a long boomer, Brian.
Khalil Armand, his longest is 44 yards, and he has attempted a 55-yarder on the season. So this is going to be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Snap, set, kick, it's down. Is it long enough? It is good. It's good. Armand connects from 44, make that 43 yards out for the triple. And that puts Riverdale on top 17-14 as you listen to State Farm Prep Sports.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here and ready for the kickoff by Armand, who just booted a 43-yard field goal to put Riverdale up 17-14. And this kickoff is going to be well into the end zone. And again, coming into the game, 74% of his kickoffs have been touchbacks, and that one no different.
Well, he needs to do that every single time with Morris back there ready to pounce on it.
So Oakland has it, 1st and 10 from the 20. 4:15 to play here in the half. Oakland has not led in this game. They were down 7-0, tied it. Down 14-7, tied it. And then Riverdale with the 3 points there. Here's the pitch. It's Tutt. Boy, Tutt takes a hard hit and going to be down around the 23. I think that field goal was a little longer than
47.
47, all right. So that is his longest field goal of the season. I did not tally that correctly in the old noggin. So that's his longest of the year. Second down. It's 7.
That's a nice weapon to have.
Yes, it is. They don't mind putting him out there. Morris on the run, breaks into the second level. Finally snatched down at about the 31-yard line. That's going to be another first down. Picked up 8. Had needed but 7. Weaver making the tackle there, but not before the first down. It just seems like, John, every time Morris touches it, it's
7 or 8 yards.
Yeah. They put him in really good situations. Chase Bandy lines up at the numbers on the right side as the lone receiver. Slot back to either side, waiting on the block, and Morris, who does that like a thing of beauty, going to be muscled down at the 37-yard line, picked up 6. John, his vision is something else. I mean, he had his hand on the small of the blocker's back there to get those yards.
The key to him, he's so quick. Once he sees that hole, he's so quick to it, it's pretty hard to stop it.
Haynes and Crisp on the tackle of Morris. Now we have whistle. Before, the ball was placed, I think, the clock didn't stop, so they may have to reset this. Maybe. Oh, no.
I think it's the placement of the ball.
It was. They moved it like an inch. 2nd and 3. 2.5 to play in the half. They fake the handoff. Creasy to pass. Long downfield. Morris has it. Morris, juke move at the 40. And finally spun down at the 38-yard line. Big pass to DeJuan Morris, who has, coming into this game, 12 catches for 272 yards and 2 touchdowns. Add 27 yards to that for him, and a first bank first down. Chris making the tackle of Morris at the end of that play.
I believe that's Creasy's first pass of the day.
You're right. He works from under center this time. Pitch back to Morris. Morris waits on a guy, turns, reverses field, 35. Morris down at the 30. Boy, 8-yard gain and just made something out of absolutely nothing. Right side was all clogged up. And we've got a Warrior down. Slow to get up here.
Well, we want to tell you about the Murfreesboro Special Census, Brian. Being conducted right now, it means more money for the city to improve roads, parks, and services. Be counted. This is how you do it. Fill out the fast, secure, and easy form at murfreesborocensus.com and complete the census at murfreesborocensus.com. Please do that now.
Yes.
It means money.
Please do. About $175 per person. Make sure that you are counted in the Murfreesboro Census. Other scores tonight, and just one, the other game that we're following this evening, and that is the Stewart's Creek Ravenwood game. The Raptors get a sky kick and score 5 plays later to lead 28-0. And the Riverdale player shaken up there is Jaden Owens. Minute 48 to go. Owens is going to make his way to the sideline slowly.
I think he just got rattled a little bit. He's walking okay.
Yeah, walking very slowly. Our friends from Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance out to make sure he can count to 10 and knows that Oscar the Grouch is not the president. 2nd down and 2. And it's Tutt going out to that far side. First down, flag flies. 2 flags fly. He gets the first down, but we'll have to see what the laundry is all about.
I think that one's going to be on the Patriots, I'm afraid, for them.
Trying to get around that right end, and likely a hold over there on that far side as Tutt was trying to stretch it out there for a first down. But now there was another flag that came in 3 seconds later. Whitehat picks up one of the flags, which is the one he threw. and will now report things to us. And they are marking the ball back to the 40 against Oakland. Holding. And I guess that is the only penalty. Back at the 40 now, makes it 2nd and 12. 1:37 to go. Clock a factor here now. Oakland trails 17-14. Here's Creasy, rolls out right side, now in a little trouble, keeps it, and is going to angle toward the end zone, or angle toward the sideline, I should say, and slides down for a small pickup of about 3 yards there, it looks like, and a timeout Oakland. We'll step aside as well. 17-14, Riverdale on top on State Farm Prep Sports.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend to other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Murfreesboro residents, did you know our city could receive $175 per person each year in state funding? That's why it's important to participate in the special census. This is Mayor Shane McFarland. Listing everyone in your household helps us qualify for more funding to improve roads, parks, and other services. Complete the form online at murfreesborocensus.com or use the prepaid envelope you'll receive in the mail.
Count me in.
Hey, count me in.
And count me in too.
No new taxes, no cost to you, just more to Murfreesboro. Visit murfreesborocensus.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Completed to Chase Bandy, touchdown number 5 on the year.
Perfect pass. Got it up high enough where Bandy was the only one that could get that ball. Great throw. Touchdown.
Patriot touchdown puts them on top with 1:09 to play in the half. And an all-important extra point coming up. Toots, good food and fun. Don't forget their $6.99 lunch special all week long, weekdays at Toots with 4 Rutherford County locations. Point. It's up and good by Jose Hernandez. And it's now 21-14. Patriots take the lead for the first time tonight on State Farm Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. That's State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Go by and see him, or you can come to him here in Murfreesboro. 615-873-1700.
Well, Hernandez ready to line it off here. Kicking off from the 40. Boots it. And this one is going to go out of bounds. Second one tonight. So they'll kick it from the 35 now. Oakland has the official mic'd up here tonight.
I remember we used to do that.
Well, we can do that when they have the mics going through the press box. Oh, you remember when we did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago when I was ambitious, I guess.
We had a lot more help back then.
Well, that's true. And we had to remember we had to go and find the official who was in the locker room to get the mic back.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
We lost it one time, didn't we?
I don't think we ever lost it, but I think it was at
yeah,
Gallatin.
I had to run him down. I had to run him down at the.
It was cool. Oakland to kick off from the 35. They just scored on a long pass to Chase Bandy to take their first lead of the night. 21-17. Just a minute 9 left in the first half. This is a low-high bouncer, if that makes sense. And a return here by Fletcher. Fletcher still on his feet at the 45 and now gets to midfield.
Well, that's a really great return, and plus the penalty. And then you've got good field position. You got a minute left. I know they wish they'd have another one of those timeouts they gave up early.
So they have, the scoreboard says they have 2 timeouts, but
I don't think that's right, is it? Well, maybe it was. One was a delay of game. We thought it was a timeout.
We sure did. So they have 2 timeouts left with a minute 9. Ball is from the left hash here for the Warriors. Tellin just near the midfield stripe. Passes in traffic and getting past a guy is Taylor down the sideline and stepped out of bounds. But I think he got enough for the first down. He picked up 10. Boy, Tellin was in trouble.
I'm really impressed with how long he waits, though, to release the ball.
Yeah. Senior Malachi Tellin passes to Taylor for a first down. 53 seconds. The clock does stop when he went out of bounds, too. Tellin looks right now across the middle, and it's going to be caught there. Breaking a double team is Booker, and Booker to the 23. They stopped the clock here as Ellison made the tackle. 15-yard pickup. The clock stops to reset the chain, and now it starts again. And I think we're going to get a timeout or what? The officials blow the play dead. 37.5 seconds on the clock. And this is going to be a procedure penalty against Riverdale. No. They just back it up a little bit. They had the ball placed in the wrong spot. Boy, that hurts Oakland because that stopped the clock to get this all situated. And now a question from one of the sideline officials. Maybe the one keeping the clock down there.
Well, you're already in Armand's range for a field goal.
Yep. The clock is going to have 39.8 seconds. So they add about 2 seconds to the clock. And we're ready to go here now. It stopped, but then they started it again for a second. 1st and 10 after the first bank first down for the Warriors. Tellin looks in the pocket. Now flushed out. Passing on the run, just throws this one away. 27.6 with the incomplete pass. Johnny didn't have anybody open there, and then he felt the pressure, so the best thing to do is throw it away, and he did.
Yeah, he's a smart player. I mean, he had enough time, really. But they had good coverage downfield. Then he kind of scrambled out of there and just threw it away.
2nd and 10 from the Oakland 23. Riverdale trailing for the first time tonight. Back to pass, zips it left side, caught, and a flag as Booker made the catch inside the 5. We'll see where the spot is, and we'll see if that flag has anything to do with it. It's actually at the 1-yard line.
That, to me, looked like pass interference. But he caught the ball anyway.
Well, if it is,
I don't know that, but.
Well, I mean, it has to be offensive or defensive, I guess. So it's 1st and goal from the 1.
What a game.
Pass interference on Oakland. It is declined.
Bad you get pass interference and they still make the catch.
Yeah. So it's first and goal from the 1 for the Warriors. A lot of things you can do. 4 plays from the 1 yard line.
Riverdale has 12 first downs in this first half.
So they'll start the clock on the snap here. And now, no flags. Timeout. Oakland timeout. We'll take one as well. Riverdale knocking on the door. First and goal from the 1 to regain the lead before the half. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bowen's Body Shop, along with Franklin's Printworks. It's the quarterfinals. It's Riverdale, Oakland. And it's been a dandy so far. Riverdale lost the lead, but on the kickoff, they get the ball at midfield. Now they have it first and goal from the 1. Split backs in the backfield, plowing the way for Tellin, who stretches and is in there. Malachi Tellin in for the touchdown, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and Riverdale, right before the half, regains the lead.
Well, that was just go take it right down their gut, and boy, that was a great drive by Riverdale after falling behind for the first time in the game with not a lot of time on the clock. Boy, I will say there were some missed tackles in that drive, though, by Oakland.
We are watching a heavyweight fight here tonight. 23-21 Riverdale with the extra point attempt upcoming after the Toots touchdown. Tellin, after running it in from 1 yard out, is going to be your holder. Khalil Armand, who connected on a 47-yard field goal, his longest of the season, and now is ready to kick the extra point. There was a penalty against Oakland for an illegal substitution, so they declined that penalty. Riverdale does. So ready for the kick. The PAT after the Toots TD, it is up, and it is good for Tellin, or good for Armand, with Tellin the holder. So with 17.6 seconds to play in the half, 24-21, Riverdale back on top. Stay with us.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services.
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
To meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications.
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy.
Specifically for you.
Compounds for weight loss.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
The liquid, suppository.
All to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back and ready for the kickoff. Khalil Armand lining it off. And 7 out of 10 times, he kicks it into the end zone for a touchback, and that's the result. Oakland will have it at the 20-yard line. John, they do have 2 timeouts left, so we'll see what they do. They probably are not going to do anything too chancy with the ball down here at the 20.
No, I think they probably be content. They'll probably give it to Morris, see what he can do with it.
Well, that can be a lot.
Yes.
Although the way they're lined up there, they're going to take a knee. And there's the knee, and that's it. Well, the first half is in the books. This Battle of the Borough, a classic. 24-21, Riverdale leads Oakland here at halftime in this 59th meeting between Riverdale and Oakland, and a spot in the state's Final Four on the line for these teams. Stay with us. Coming up, it's your Ideas Tees halftime show. John and Rod will have some comments from Danny Brewer as well. All of your stats, replays, Craig's Tax Service, that's all coming up as we get to halftime here on News Radio, WGNS State Farm Prep Sports.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan Franz Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. And I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-459-2683.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee, and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We are at halftime with Riverdale leading Oakland 24-21, and welcome to the Ideas Tees halftime show. Ideas Tees, they've got everything you need in spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, and specialty items in Rutherford County. And attention, all Blue Raider fans, get ready for this savings. It's the Raider Tees Blue Week sale. Raider Tees, operated by Ideas Tees, has big savings. Through next Wednesday, enjoy a whopping 35% off regular priced items. Update your Blue Raider gear for less. You can shop in store weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and this Saturday they're open 9 to 12. I'll be working. We'll be working. We won't be able to get there.
We will be at the salt mines.
Prefer to shop online? Head to RaiderTees.com and use code Blue Week at checkout to save big. Hurry, these deals will disappear the day before Thanksgiving, so it's not a lot of time. Get your Blue Raider spirit on at the Blue Week sale. Don't miss out. Welcome back, and John Dinkins along with Danny Brewer here for the Dr. Automotive Report. And Danny, what a game. We've got a good one going on here.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what, we have got a football game here, back and forth. ebb and flow, Riverdale, Oakland, Riverdale, Oakland, Riverdale, just back and forth. Really exciting football game.
Have you been impressed with the way Riverdale has moved the football, particularly in the air?
Extremely. Malachi Taylor, I have been extremely impressed with that kid. I've seen him play a little bit earlier in the year, and I think that he has really, really progressed. Been looking at his stats, and I saw some good stats from him. I think he had 5 touchdown passes in one game. The kid is flat playing, but here's the whole thing. No pressure. He's got very little pressure on him. They're allowing him to stand back there. He throws a very nice ball. He's got a good spiral, got a nice strong arm. They've got receivers. They got weapons. Full credit to Riverdale. Their offense has been very diversified. They've been throwing the ball. They've been running the ball. When you got a kid like DJ Taylor, you got to respect the run. And then with the receivers, with Hicks and some of those other boys, like I said, they are really, really playing some good offensive football.
And they've used DJ Taylor early and often, but now the last few series, it's been stand back there, throw, and the only time they haven't completed a pass is where the coverage has been so good. They've not touched him really but one time.
No, they haven't. The only time that he has really you're right, it was one time, and then he was kind of flushed out of the pocket because nobody was open.
Right.
And so it was more of a coverage sack.
And Oakland has answered the call. Morris has been a human highlight reel in the first half.
Morris has been Morris. The thing about it, the difference between the two offenses, it's been big plays for Oakland and sustained drives for Riverdale. If you can pick which one you want, I think you want sustained drives because control the clock, control the game.
Yeah.
And so the thing about if I'm Oakland right now, I'm a little disappointed in my defense. Of course, they gave Riverdale excellent field position with a minute left to go, gave them the ball at the 50-yard line, and then they allowed that touchdown right there at the end. So, and this was when I talked to Coach Creasy before the game. He said our defense is what's going to decide whether we win or lose tonight. It's going to fall on our defense, and I think he's absolutely right about that. They've got to find a way to stop Riverdale's offense.
I got a feeling the locker room chatter is going to be really interesting in the Oakland locker room.
I think that there will be some folks getting some attention of some kids in there, because defensively speaking, I don't think that Oakland has the defensive presence that they've had in years past, especially up front.
Yeah.
When you think about a couple of years ago, those boys they had that were the defensive ends, they both had like 20 and 30 tackles for loss. Oakland does not have that up front presence, and so they've got to find a way to generate pressure. I think they need to blitz. If I'm Oakland right now, I'm just going to blitz. I'm just going to blitz. And either you're going to beat us or we're going to tackle you. But something's got to happen. They've got to change something up because otherwise Riverdale will continue to march the ball down the field.
And Riverdale, on the other hand, they need to pick up their defense a little bit too. They've let Morris get around.
Well, they do
too much.
If you're Riverdale, you just want to eliminate the big play because that's what's beat them. And I give a lot of credit to Creasy on the touchdown pass into the wind. Kyler for that got that last Oakland touchdown. Nice throw by him, but big play. So it's been the big plays for Oakland versus the sustained drive. So if you're Riverdale, you want to stop the big plays. You eliminate the big plays, and you think, well, hey man, we may have a chance here.
Kyler, 2 for 2, 65 yards, and a touchdown. Not bad.
If Oakland is going to win the state championship, they've got to be able to throw the football. Yeah. We saw that last year whenever they played Houston. Of course, the conditions were horrific down there, but still, you cannot be one-dimensional, I don't think, and win the state title.
Well, one thing's for sure, and I'll let you go. One thing's for sure, this game's close, so it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a close game.
I think, the good news for Oakland is you get the ball to start the second half. So I think that this second half, the opening drive of the second half is going to be very key for them because neither team wants to get more than one score down.
Right.
Because, there's so much pressure, and Riverdale can dominate the clock with the running game, I feel like. With what they've done up front. So if you're Oakland, it's very important that you put points on the board with this first drive.
Well, Danny, I'm going to let you go out and face the elements, and be sure to keep something over your head.
I will because I don't have any insulation up there. Really don't have. I tell my kids I'm afraid of a brain freeze. They say, well, Dad, you got to have a brain first. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
That's Danny Brewer with our Dr. Automotive Live report. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County With ASC certified auto repair for decades, they grew up here and are your neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair, that's Dr. Automotive on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at smyrnaautorepair.com. Time for the Craig's Tax Service first half recap. A lot of scoring, and we'll start it off with Riverdale getting on the scoreboard first with 7:25 to go in the first quarter. This 10-yard pass from Tellin to Fletcher.
Tellin, pump, in the end zone, caught. It's Fletcher for the TD. Kadarian Fletcher, his 5th touchdown of the season, and the Warriors strike first here on the road at Ray Hughes Stadium.
Great pass. I mean, that was just perfect timing, and got the open route, just did a little slant in the middle, touchdown. Then Oakland came back. Riverdale controlled the ball for about 8 minutes in that first quarter. Oakland came back, and only with about 1 minute and 25 seconds is all they needed for this run by Morris.
Morris waits on that block, sneaks through, 45-40, 35-30. He's gone. He's gone, friends. He has taken it to the house. It's a 49-yard touchdown. Patriots! What an answer.
Well, he worked off 2 blocks, and then he got they missed a tackle at about the 40 or the 35-yard line. Then it was all she wrote after that. That made it 7-7. Riverdale answered again with 40.4 seconds to go in the first quarter on this hookup by Tellin to Booker.
This time, and caught in stride, is Cameron Brooks. Touchdown, a 28-yard pass and catch. It's Booker's 3rd TD of the season.
Well, Booker's having quite a night, and so is Malachi Tellin. Another touchdown pass, and that was a strike to Booker. It was 14-7 at that point. Riverdale. Oakland answered again with 11:19 to go in the second quarter on this run by Morris again.
It's Morris bounces it outside. Uh-oh, he could be gone. Corner of the end zone. Does he make it in? Yes! Touchdown, Pats! DeJuan Morris on a big run to get the TD.
Well, broke it to the outside, and that was all she wrote. 14-yard run, and just going down to the corner of the end zone for the score. And it was 14-14. Riverdale had to settle in the second quarter on a 47-yard field goal attempt by Armand.
Snap, set, kick, it's down. Is it long enough? It is good. It's good. Armand connects for the triple.
That's 17-14, the only time that a touchdown wasn't scored. The defense each team only held them like twice, I think, in both the whole first half. Oakland answered with 1:09 to go to take the lead for the first time on a 38-yard pass from Creasy to Bandy. Perfectly timed, perfectly thrown, and as Danny mentioned, into the wind. I think it caught Riverdale off guard. Oakland led for the first time, 21-17. But with 17 seconds to go, and they got the ball with 1:09 to go in the first half, Riverdale went down the field, marched down the field, got good field position, and scored on this run by Tellin.
Split backs in the backfield, plowing the way for Tellin, who stretches and is in there. Malachi Tellin in for the touchdown, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and Riverdale, right before the half, regains the lead.
And that is your first half Craig's Tax Service recap. Tax laws can be very confusing and make sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. That's Craig Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. That's Mike, Brandon, and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, saluting all Rutherford County teams this season, and look forward to a great second half in tonight's game. And Rod, this is a game that I didn't predict this first half score. Did you?
No, I did not.
I thought it would be much more defensive-minded, but, boy, the offense has been clicking for both teams.
Yes, and both teams are doing what they've got to do. Riverdale has to just work the ball down the field and balance it with the running of Taylor and the passing. And I tell you, last week we saw it in the game against Blackman, outstanding pass receiving. I mean, tough passes to catch. Like the one player was tripped up as he was falling, he still caught the ball, still hung on to it. Just a really outstanding game. Not too many penalties that really hurt that much, like we've seen happen in the past. And I tell you, we got two good teams. One of whoever it is going to represent this county well.
And unfortunately, one of them is going to have to go home tonight. So
right.
anyway, here's your offensive stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies. For Oakland, Dwan Morris with 10 carries, 108 yards. That's over 10 yards a carry. Craig Tutt, 1 carry, 18 yards. Kamani Bass, 2 carries for 7 yards. And Kyler Creasy, 1 carry for 3 yards. Creasy was 2 of 2 for 65 yards, including a touchdown strike. Oakland rushed for 136. They passed for 65 for a total of 201 in the first half. They had 5 first downs in the first half. For Riverdale, Tellin, 5 carries, 16 yards. Our DJ Taylor, 13 carries, 70 yards for 86 total for Riverdale. And Tellin, 12 of 16 for 149 yards. That's just in the first half, folks, for a total of 149, 235 total